What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode with AB Investments. Hopefully you all had a great weekend. I know I had. It was pretty rough, but nevertheless, still a great time. Wouldn't have it any other way. Congrats to Barcelona for finally winning Clasico, because that was a sight for sore eyes. And shout out to all my Real Madrid followers. I've seen some of the comments on there, so I am a Barcelona fan, but I'm overall a soccer fan, so don't go and subscribe already. So anyways, you guys are all like wondering how bad the market was today and all that stuff. Today was a nothing day. You've seen like maybe your favorite stock might have went down 0.5% or 1%, or it could have been 1% up or 3% up, whatever the case may be. But it was just mainly today was labeled as a cash making day. These guys love when the feds are gonna speak. They prepare. It's like a holiday for them, because when the feds are announcing that they're gonna do something, when Jerome Powell goes on there, then the idea for all other investors is that, the sentiment of the market, if it's falling, that's because of what Jerome Powell is saying, and what the feds are announcing. So a lot of volatility for them. This is why they love it, because it can short stuff down and pump them back up, and short down and pump them back up. It's unbelievable how they how they love this particular time when Jerome comes on there. And as far as for Jerome himself, I mean, what's new? At this point, I don't even understand the point of these meetings, because it's just for formalities. I mean, the guy doesn't do nothing. The feds have been doing nothing. They say they're going to start unloading their assets, their balance sheet, that is over $9 trillion in it, which, again, is unheard of. And they say that, they were going to, stop the easy market crap and pumping the market with money. And as far as what I saw today, there was $1 trillion and $742 billion that they transacted today in repo and reverse repo operations. Obviously, crime every day as usual. Nothing new, nothing old. It's all the same stuff. You also seen the same formula that we've been talking about in this channel for a while now, to watch out for those small that stocks that are coming out of nowhere, being pumped, obviously 100, 200, whatever, 400, 500% in one session, and then being dumped back down. It's just cash making machine. It's like the market or the institutional investor knows, one, that something that the market days as they see is coming to an end, and it is really coming to an end, because with our spotlight never dimming out on them on every move they make, and you have so many people diving deep, doing a lot of crazy DD and all that stuff, it almost becomes impossible to do any move. And that's one thing these guys hate the most. They don't want to be looked at. They do not want, eyes just all over them doing whatever they want to do, because they are doing nothing but crime. They're getting away with a lot of things, and nothing more than attention that the criminal hates. Criminals hate attention. They hate spotlight. They don't want to be in it, because it could bring so many issues to them. Like it could bring down, it could stop that money stream for them. And that's ultimately what it's all about. So when you see Jerome comes out, says all that stuff, and then now saying that, oh my God, inflation is much higher than anticipated and is very scary and all that stuff, and you get to the point and say, it's so crazy and mind-boggling to me how we are the people, the retail, the ones that are supposed to be dumb money, dumb everything, and not even getting paid to do that job, Jerome Powell's job or Janet Yellen's job. And yet we knew a year in advance that inflation was too terrible. We knew that it was not transitory, like what he's been referring to it as. And now he comes out and says that he's wrong. We've already been saying that they were wrong for a year. So why wasn't it us that have that job? I'm pretty sure the community will be happy, since we're paying for it from our taxes. Why is that position filled in by a late person or a person who doesn't know what the hell is going on? So ultimately, you guys see how there's controlling forces, and you can tell that's the only answer to it. Obviously, he knew. I'm not trying to say he didn't know. He definitely knows what's up. Obviously, he's been in this realm for so many years. They have all the experience necessary. But at this point, it's all about, the controlling forces behind the scenes that make things the way that they are. Because there's no, like I said, there's no logical explanation to why dumb money would know more about inflation and how it's damaging the country almost a year in advance than the person that is supposed to have all the smart money, all the intelligence, tasked with running the Federal Reserve, and then the person who's running the Treasury. There's no explanation to it. The only explanation is that there's some controlling forces behind the scenes that obviously don't want things to move the way that they need to move, perhaps to save up for something that will come. As I told you, waiting for the squeeze to happen day to day is something that you have to do inevitably. But one thing you don't have to do is get drawn mentally and emotionally into it, because the more you do that, the more that your health will battle, will hurt. You've seen it. The stuff that I posted yesterday that people went and commented on, that stuff is not due until April 18th. That's the comments for that. Now, will the hedgies want to drag this on out until then? Will they want to drag it on until 2023? Will they want to drag it on until the end of this month or the beginning of this month? Sorry, we already passed the beginning of this month, or the beginning of April. It's nevertheless, when it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. But one thing you cannot let happen is your emotional and mental health cannot be too drawn to this. So I'm gonna, like I said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and make a live after this, probably within an hour or so. So if you have any questions, prepare them for that, and attend the live, hopefully. And I'm going to talk a little more about bbig and AMC. But bbig, there's a small little cool story that I have to share with you guys. And there is a little rumor that I've heard in this story to what happened on Friday, and what basically, how does it relate to today? Okay, so I'll tune back in about an hour, come back to the live, subscribe to the channel, like the video so we can push it out to more and more people, guys. AB Investments. Much love.